What is up, Need for Speed Racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut, and we are here with the base builds. B, A, A+, S, and S+, all wrapped up into one video just for you. So if you want to build the Fox body, it's a one-stop shop. We've got every class you could possibly want, or at least all the classes in the game. If they ever add dirt, we'll change it up for you, but for now, we've got all the road racing covered. Nil worked really hard on this one. He's got millions wrapped up in this Fox body. I don't even think Ford wrapped millions up in the Fox body when they built it. So we've got a lot of time invested in it. It's really competitive at a lot of different levels. And so I will go through all of that with you today. First and foremost, shout out to James G. He's got the music we're slapping to right now. Check out the linky below if you want to go listen to him on YouTube. A lot of different guys are making music for me, and I'm thankful for that. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm making videos all the time. You can help me by clicking the button. You click the button, the video ends up in front of someone else. They click the button, and I grow. Thank you for helping me do that. You're helping the Cornnut crew grow, and we're happy to have you along for the ride. Join the Discord. We've got a very thriving Need for Speed Discord. A lot of guys are in there all the time. We're always talking stuff, setting lap times, having a lot of fun, grouping up, racing together. And the blacklist is coming. Get excited. All of that being said, let's dig in to the B-Class Mustang Fox Body 1990. For the engine in this build, you are using the last engine all the way to the right. It is the 3.8 liter V6 Pro Silver engine. It is the fifth option, I believe. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, fifth option over. 304 brake horsepower when you start. For the parts, you are using bronze sport induction. You are using sport bronze ECU. Super gold fuel system. Sport bronze exhaust. Super gold roots supercharger. Elite platinum NOS bottle. Elite platinum road suspension. Iron basic brakes. Elite platinum grip tires. We do get to put a clutch in it, so you are running the Sport Bronze clutch. You are running the Sport 4-speed transmission. Bronze. Elite Platinum differential. Auxiliaries, running nitrous grip, running nitrous drift. Micro drifting, that's what you need if you're going to get the most out of the car. That's what we're doing these days, you guys. At the end of the video, I will link the Porsche build that's got the tutorial at the end of me and Cube walking you through how to do some micro drifting. For the handling on this car, all the way to the left, 80%, mostly Beyonce. It's not bad. This car hooks up really well at B-Class, for sure. It's not very drifty. Steering sensitivity, 2 clicks to the right. That's where I like to live. Do whatever's best for you, you guys. Be comfortable. Drive whatever is comfortable. Don't mimic someone else. Do what you're the fastest in, because that's going to get you around the track the best. Go with what you feel, for sure. Downforce, all the way high. All the way high, all the way high. You can run it less. You can run it anywhere in there you want. I run it all the way high. You can run it all the way down. I don't care what you do. I think this car needs the downforce for some of the tighter tracks, turntable especially, but maybe try it. See what you think. Traction control off. Drift entry is brake tap. That's what I'm running these days. Go with what you feel, you guys. That is going to give you the B-Class Mustang Fox body. 130 at the top speed. That is the hard cap for B-Class when we're running cheese builds. And let me tell you guys, this is one of them. 391 brake horsepower, 567 foot-pounds of torque. This car is really good at B-Class. Gets it done. It's not the RSR. It's not the Pista. But it slots right in with like the Cougar, this one, the Skyline R34, the Porsche Cabriolet, there's just like a handful of cars that this is like boop, 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 boop right next to. So it does well, guys. I think you're going to like it. If you're a Fox body boy, this is it. The wrap was done for me by one of my guys in the crew. And so if you like doing wraps, we are always looking for somebody to come in and do some wraps for us. I'm looking for a 1971 Skyline wrap. If it says Cornnut Crew or something on that, I'd be down for it. So keep an eye out for that. Keep it in mind. Other than that, let's move on to the A-Class Fox Body build. We are here with the A-Class Fox Body build. Very similar to what we did in B-Class, we just hyped it up a little bit. Guys, if you don't want to own 5 Fox Bodies, but you kind of want to try to build at different tiers, do that. This is a good car to go with that because you can use the same engine and just swap out some of the parts and bring it up. So if you're not happy with it at B, try it at A. If you want to try it at A+, we're right there for you. So let's get into the A build. For the engine, we are using the same one that we equipped for B-Class. All the way to the right, the 3.8 liter V6, 304 brake horsepower when we begin. It is the Pro Silver engine. For the parts, Sport Bronze, induction. Sport Bronze, ECU. Sport Bronze fuel system. Super Gold exhaust. Elite Platinum Roots supercharger. Sport Bronze nitrous bottle. Elite Platinum road suspension. Iron Basic brakes. Elite Platinum grip tires. Put the clutch down. We're going to basic iron. 5-speed bronze sport transmission. Elite Platinum differential. Auxiliaries are the same. Nitrous drift, nitrous grip. For this build versus what we just did in B-Class, you buy a new roots, you buy a better exhaust, you take the brakes, or excuse me, you take the clutch and you go down one. You change the transmission. So you can take it from B to A for about $60,000. That's not that much in-game credits. It's 3 playlists, go win them, you're good to go. So I would recommend probably not buying separate cars like I've got here. Like I've got 5 different Fox bodies. For you guys, you might just buy one and just try it at different tiers. It'll be a lot cheaper for you. It'll allow you to get the most bang for your buck. Do you? That's going to give you the A209 Mustang Fox body. Top speed 162. It'll do it. This is very competitive at the A-Class, you guys. 401 brake horsepower. 584 foot-pounds of torque. Quarter mile don't matter. 0 to 60 doesn't matter. Get out of my comments section. Tell me what your car does 0 to 60. I don't care. Let's move on to the A+. We're here at A+. Now this one's a little different than the last 2 builds as far as engine configurations, but it doesn't cost you any more because they were using the stock engine. So let's dig into this one. This car is really competitive at A+. It actually caught me off guard with how good it is. It's no Camaro SS 1525 horsepower. It's no RSR Porsche, but it does do very well. It's pretty competitive as far as a muscle car would go. I had no problem stomping lobbies with it. If I had more time, I would put gameplay footage at the end of these, but we already have like 20 minutes of build time, so I try to keep my videos somewhat consistent because you guys don't watch them all. So anyway, here it is at A+. I like the car. So far, banger at B, good at A, good at A+. For the engine, you are running the stock 4.9 liter V8. That is the 225 brake horsepower when it starts. It's all the way to the left, full Beyonce. It's the only way we get full Beyonce in this car because we don't have the grip. For the parts, you are running Sports Bronze induction. You are running Sport Bronze ECU. You are running Gold Super fuel system. You are running Silver Pro exhaust. You are running Elite Platinum centrifugal supercharger. I know, right? Just trust. I'll explain it to you in a second. Sport Bronze nitrous bottle. Elite Platinum road suspension. Sport Bronze brakes. Elite Platinum grip tires. Iron Basic clutch. 4-speed bronze sport transmission. Elite platinum differential. Our auxiliaries have not changed. Nitrous drift, nitrous grip. For this build, we tried a lot of different configurations. We tried all the different motors. This was the final one. I literally sold my other A+ Fox body to get all my money back from it because I had over $1 million or something invested in it. So it was literally cheaper for me to sell that one, buy a fresh one, and then just put parts on it that I needed because I had so many motors purchased and everything when we were testing. With this configuration, there's no way to put extra horsepower or torque into it and still keep it at A+ with everything. So we had extra points to burn, and so that's why you end up getting the brakes. We didn't have enough points to do a clutch, but it's only got a 4-speed, so really clutch isn't that big of a deal. But the brakes don't hurt. It makes it stop a little better, so that's not a bad thing. Centrifugal supercharger. You guys have heard me say it a ton of times. I think it sucks. Here's the way that works. If the car would work naturally aspirated, a centrifugal enhances that. It's a combination of a supercharger and a turbocharger, but it doesn't do either one of them very well. So you kind of already have to have enough low-end grunt to power the car to get through it, and then it gives a little extra boost, but not nearly as good as like a Roots or a Screw. It kind of helps at the top end if you've got enough power to get it there, like what a turbo would, but not nearly as good as a turbo. It's kind of like the worst of both worlds wrapped into one, but it gives you a lot more horsepower for the very small window that it's actually functioning. For the A+ build, with the testing that we did, centrifugal was where it was at, so that's why I bring it to you. I put in a huge asterisk on that because 9 times out of 10 it's really not the way to go, you guys. But it does bring our top speed in A+, 173. But with Redline Tech, this car will do 185, 190 at A+. It's pretty good. So that being said, go with that, you guys. It's not bad. You don't have to do much over here on the drivetrain and the chassis side of things, so you can do these builds in one car, in one chassis, for not that much money. So just keep that in mind when you're building, you guys. Just pick whatever tier you want to try it, buy the parts, put the motors in, and you're going to save yourself a long ways off of just buying a separate car and doing it that way. So just keep that in mind. For the handling, all the way, 80% full grip, as we do. Well, as much as we can, 80%. 2 clicks, that's where I'm at. Downforce all the way low. You want this car to get up on the top end of things as much as it can. With the centrifugal, it didn't have so much torque that it was just like spinning out all the time and drifting like crazy. So we found that the lower downforce allowed it to have a higher rate of speed at the top end of things. It allowed it to get up to its top speed easier and quicker, and that's really what you want. So downforce all the way low. Traction control off, drift entry, brake tap. It's going to give you the A269. Nice. Mustang Fox body, 173 top speed, 692 horsepower, 802 torque. Quarter mile doesn't matter, 0 to 60 doesn't matter. Fight me in the comments. Let's move on to S. All right, you guys, the S build is different than the one I have on the channel previously. We've made some changes. We have progressed as builders. We've progressed as a crew. The meta has changed due to our changes. And we feel that myself, Nil, the other guys, 200 mile an hour really is like kind of the new standard. If your car doesn't hit 200, it better get wherever it goes quickly because the other cars are going to walk it down. We call them specialists. If you are sub 200 mile an hour in the S class, you better be good at what you do because you're going to get walked down on other tracks in the playlist. For example, Smoke Show, you don't need to go 200 on that one. But the moment we get into Fish Hook, you better go faster than 200. Blue Collar, you don't need to go 200. It's not a big deal. You can go as fast as you want. 175 on Blue Collar. Rapid Transit, you're going to get walked down by a Golf going 220, just flying past you. So to be a happy medium, to take the playlist, to be competitive in the S class, 200 is kind of where we need to live. That being said, my previous build did 170. You could redline tech it up to 190. That was cool, but it required redline tech, which most of you guys are not all that proficient at. So To assist with that, we've taken some of the horsepower out, we've put in a different transmission, and we're getting you up to that 200 mile an hour mark without any problems. And actually, if you redline tech this one, 210 is in the cards, no problem. So it'll walk down the high Koska. Let's dig into it, you guys. For the engine, stock 4.9 liter V8, 225 brake horsepower. Seeing a trend here, you guys? We're using one motor for 2 classes, another engine for 2 classes. What will S Plus be? Elite Platinum induction. Elite Platinum ECU. Elite Platinum fuel system. Gold Super exhaust. Elite Platinum centrifugal supercharger. This car does well with the centrifugal. Believe me, boys, we tested it. This is the one. Sport Bronze nitrous bottle. Chassis is the same as the other builds. Elite Platinum road suspension. Iron Basic brakes. Elite Platinum grip tires. Iron Basic clutch. Sport Bronze 5-speed transmission. Elite Platinum differential. Auxiliaries are the same, you guys. Drift, grip. Pretty standard across the board for me. Handling all the way to the left. 80% grip. Steering sensitivity. 2 clicks up. That's where I live. Downforce all the way low. This car is not that rowdy. The centrifugal doesn't give it so much torque that you just can't control it. We've got far driftier cars in the class, so I think this is pretty controllable. Keeping that downforce on the low side of things for cars is going to give them the best opportunity to get up to their top speed as fast as possible. So sometimes you need to have the downforce for it to either A, fit in the class, or B, for it to handle appropriately. This car does well without it, so I would encourage you to run it all the way low. Traction control is off, drift entry, brake tap. That is going to give you the Mustang Fox body at S329. Top speed 194, redline tech will do about 210. 1158 on your horsepower, 1312 on your torque. Quarter mile doesn't matter, 0 to 60 doesn't matter. Fight me in the comments. I'll ignore you. Let's move on to S Plus. S Plus. Out of all of the classes, this car is the weakest right here. But it's a base build. I got to bring you all the classes. It is not a Regera. It is not a Ferrari FXXK Evo. It's not even a BMW GTR Legends Edition. It's adequate. If you're racing any of those other cars, you're going to be struggling. It's not bad. It's fun. And if you're looking to race muscle and you got a gentleman's agreement with whoever you're going with, running kind of off meta cars, it'll hold its own. But full stop, pump the brakes. Like, this is not going to go win you a bunch of S Plus tier races. So don't go spend all the money on this car unless you really just want it. That being said, when I do a base build, I got to be able to put it in every class. And so I did. And here it is. And by me, I mean nil. All right. For the engine, the one that you can get the most ponies out of the car is right here. The stock 2.9 liter V8. Elite Platinum everything. Elite Platinum induction. Elite Platinum ECU. Elite Platinum fuel system. Elite Platinum exhaust. Elite Platinum single turbocharger. The single turbo gives it the most ability to stay at its top speed in S Plus. This bleeds speed in the corners, you guys. There's just no getting around it. I tried it in a couple S Plus playlists. I did okay. I didn't win because there was a Regera. Well, I mean, what do you want? But it's okay. Elite Platinum nitrous bottle. Elite Platinum road suspension. Elite Platinum brakes. Elite Platinum grip tires. Elite Platinum clutch. And Super Gold 7-speed transmission. Elite platinum differential. I didn't even put auxiliaries in it because I just was testing the car and I didn't want to burn the money. But if you're putting auxiliaries in it, you can do nitrous grip and nitrous drift. But this is more to fit the mold. For a base build, I've got to bring you every class. So this is that. I spent the money. We're here. It's underwhelming. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is underwhelming at S+. So don't go building this car and being like, oh, Cornnut, it's not even that good. Hey, I told you. It's good everywhere else. The other 4 classes, slays. Here, 80% grip. Steering sensitivity 2 clicks high. Downforce, run that all the way low. Don't touch the downforce. Just keep it low. Believe me, this car is everything it can do to touch 230. So, like, just low. Traction control off. Drift entry, brake tap. I only ran, I think, 2 S+ playlists with it just to validate it. I can strongly say this is not meta in S+. But other than that, it's going to do it, you guys. That's going to bring you the base builds for the Mustang Fox body. B, A+, S, and S+. Myself and Nil spent millions of in-game credits to test these cars to make sure that we get them dialed in for you to bring you the best that we could. Kind of surprised ourselves. The S, the A+, the A, and the B, those 4 classes, pretty solid. So if you're looking for a muscle car, slam this one, get it done. If you stuck around this long and you watched the whole video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a comment. Say hello. Come and join the Discord. See what's up. Catch me on stream. I'm on stream Monday through Friday, most nights of the week. Life gets in the way sometimes, but I try to stream every night for you guys. Weekends are mine. Unless they're ours, and I'm sharing it with you. But for the most part, I'm not streaming. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.